Welcome back to the Inter Realms, and yeah, the oil rig is still here, and it's looking even more cluttered than it did at the end of last year. And well, it's good to be back. Let's find an empty can. There we go. We got there. But we've got quite a few things going on. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to do a bit of housekeeping right now. Find out what this thing is behind us, and I'll talk about some of these things here. If you want to just skip ahead to the building section of this episode, then I'll put a little timestamp so you can jump ahead. But let's go find out what's been going on over the last few months whilst I've had work away from home, unfortunately, and also we've upgraded to 1.21.4 or something. The Garden Awakens drop. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Who knows? But actually, it's getting dark. The sun is setting. Let's go sleep. Okay, so new on the platform or of importance, Pythro came and said hello. I didn't know where his base was, so I poked him back, and then about 2 months later, a month later, I don't know, a while later, we have a secret base. Now I've been looking and I ain't been finding. So we may have to ask Pyro a little bit about that. We have a candy cane. This must have been from the Christmas period. So let's take this down and find out what is in that shulker. Maybe we'll find out who left it for us. Right, what's in here? Netherite boots. Okay. Oh, we've just made an achievement. Right, I'm gonna keep those in there actually, because we don't wear those sorts of things very often. We ain't scared of no ghosts. Right, let's somewhere over here. Uh, maybe yeah. Let's and wool is there. Okay, right. So I believe that was SB. So thank you very much, SB. We will go and drop him off some things. I've also been working on this part of the oil rig. Let's go into Chidicam. So we've obviously now got the top done. I will put a time lapse in or at the end of the video of that being done if you want to take note, or in the top right there I will put a link to the video of phase one being completed. So I've built up a lot of this bit here in a creative world, and I've now collected a lot of the items that we're going to need. We've also got a multi-item storage system going in here. I want to get that in pretty quick so we can get rid of a lot of this junk out here. And we also have a tree farm, which is, well, that's kind of over there. So let's just do a quick reminder. So over here we have our tunnel bore right down by bedrock, and all of our items get sent up. I have cleared it out, but we do have plenty of other items, and potentially we'll get this going into our multi-storage system at some point. Over here we have our copper ager, David copper ager underneath, so we can age our copper. Unfortunately, one of the victims of upgrading to 1.21.4 is our copper farm is broken. No longer works. So I've already torn that down and brought the materials over. We'll be looking at building a new copper farm soon. We have our honey block farm here, and we also have our honeycomb coming out from down there, so we're pretty good there. And then this one we have our mob farm, sugar farm, and sugarcane farm, should I say. So mob farm is underneath, and we've also built rocket production, so we can just come in here and we'll have auto crafted rockets there, and then we're also collecting some extra bits from our mob farm. But this here is where we're going to place our Refarm. So it's going to be a little higher up. So what you can do, because mangrove is one of the blocks we're going to need. So I laid out a load of dirt, planted propagules on top to find where the best position is for that. And then over here we have, what do you call it? Oh yes, our many farms down below coming up, but we also have a lot of junk. We have oh, wrong one. Let me on. This shoots us up into the air, so we don't need rockets. And there's a few other contraptions here. Got our chicken cooker. We've got some display units of our auto crafters and our general stuff. But we also need to go and find our secret Santa, because we put our name in a secret Santa. And let's also go and check and see if the secret Santa we got for someone, how that turned out. Maybe it may be nothing. Let's find out. So we had Troj as our secret Santa, and I'm guessing he's looked inside, maybe. Don't know. Let's have a look inside. Are they still alive? They are. We got a bunch of guardians over here for his little pond at his base area. And I thought, I'd do something nice. Make it obvious it's a secret Santa. But we'll have to come over and see once they've made it into the water, causing problems for visitors. But this place is looking absolutely epic right now. Looks like he's got a mangrove farm over here as well. We'll have to see if he needs some help there. But let's go and collect our secret Santa. So the wonderful Hobblecay, Otter, Timotary, and I'm sure a load of others did some work on our Christmas area. And this is a train track that's leading to Santa's train, which has been beautifully decorated by cobble. Now, which way? It's got to be this way, I'm guessing. Yeah. So this is our Christmas town. Oh, wow. Amazing. Look at that gingerbread house. What a beautiful little area. So I think we're going to come back to this at the end of this year, 2025, because they did so much work on the Halloween district. I think they took an easier time of it over here. I believe this Christmas tree is where all the other secret Santas have gone. Who's this? Oh, hang on. We've got a resource pack here. There we go. Let's see. He's probably wearing some clothes. There we go. So this is from a movie, I believe. I'm not sure which one. Don't ask me. I'm ignorant of all this. Right, so over here we hopefully should maybe round the back here to Jurassic. Can barely see that. Who have we got? What have we got? Okay, we got silence. You get that from the Deep Dark, I think. Lots of smithing upgrades. Wow, we've got a lot of netherite. Quartz, very useful, and totems of undying. So thank you very much to whoever was my secret Santa. It was very, very nice of you. And we may well put this to use in the future. And Ian has just joined. Right, get back. We need to head back to the train. Inter Realms, yay! Right, is it? Yeah, I feel. No. Cobble! cobble. And as soon as we're over here near the shopping district, we might as well check out our copper shop and see how we're doing here. Alright. Oh, that's good. As soon as this might be the last bit of diamonds we get for some time. Wow, what is that? 2 stacks? Almost 2 stacks. Not too shabby. And, well, over here is the Halloween district. Don't think I actually got round to showing this. Oh, no, that's the backside. Showing off this beautiful area in the previous episode. So I would go and check out some of the other Inter Realmers and see what they've done here if you haven't already. Such a beautiful area. There's a build competition over there as well. So yeah, beautifully done. But we need to head back to the oil rig and start work on phase 2. Otherwise we'll never get this done. So this is where our multi-item sorter is going to go. I've sort of delineated, put in this thing so we know roughly where it's going to go. So it's actually going to be up here in the sky to begin with, because we want to be able to have stuff placed in and around, maybe have pipes come up, pipes go in, all that stuff. This is an oil rig after all, so yeah, this will actually hopefully help. And I'm actually going to be using a design by Maizuma Games. It's the categorizer reloaded 1.20 plus. Pretty sure this should work on the server. It's what Cubsy, I believe, used last time. And quite frankly, worst case scenario, I'm just going to manually sort, but I prefer not to. And this looks like one of the lesser kind of challenging builds. So you know what? We're just going to get building. Yes, get this going, and we can start heading off this new year in the right way. But we need to sleep again. Lots of sleeping today. Ooh, chess. So we've jumped ahead a little bit, and I had a little bit of a hiccup with my recording that I recorded between those 2 time lapses, and so we are here. So I have managed to clear up a bunch of the chests and stuff that we don't really need over here at the moment. I've also been oxidizing some trapdoors for the future. And I have a tiny little door for a mouse to get into this giant box. So, dropped an iron bar. We've got plenty of those. So if we enter, we have now got a bit of an entrance, and I'm starting to work on, I guess, a design principle for the internal build. So we've repurposed the smooth basalt, I think that's what it is, or chiseled basalt that we used in the legs. We've got the tough in here and the iron bars for support. We've got the andesite floor and polished deep slate up here. In here we have got decorated sorting room. Yeah, so we have got all of our chests and everything. We've adapted the original design by Metamio, so we've got an on off. So if we drop items in, we can kind of dictate when we sort rather than just being as and when. And then also in the middle here, I have tried to incorporate a bunch of things. So we have got the stone cutter, we've got crafting, we've got a loom, another crafter, so we don't have to go all the way to that one. Ender chest. We have, oh, not there, but in that one there, we can put in bio stuff to get composted, and that will all come out down here. We have a regular furnace, blast furnace, and smoker, which again all come in here. And then, yeah, that's kind of like the main bits. Then if we put in empty shulkers into this dropper, there's a hopper line that comes all the way here. Just behind here, we have a dispenser that dispenses the shulkers. So all those odds and sods we just put into there. And when we're done, we push that button up there and it gets rid of that one and a new one is dispensed. And then we have a little holding cell down here. So let's just jump down here and I can show you what's going on. So on a live stream, we also put in, we redid this bottom bit. We put in a new shulker sorter, so it now does empty ones. What I found with the old shulker sorter was an empty shulker, just broke the system. So at least now we can get the empty ones going to our chests up there. We've got our dropper elevator there. We got the partial ones, which come into the main sorting system, which we've got our on off. And then over the back here, for any full shulkers, they will go into their own separate thing, just so they're not being unsorted to then get put back into a shulkers. That just sounded like a really, really wasteful time. And well, this sorting system isn't the fastest. It's not as fast as the Loomy Thief one we did last time, but it does the job. And up here, so that on-off override, that comes down onto this green concrete and locks that dropper up there. So we've got probably, I think, what is it? 9, 5, 40. About 19 shulkers worth of storage, but I'm pretty more I'm more regular than that. You know, I don't like to have too much in the system, but it just means if we're dropping stuff off and grabbing new things, we don't have to wait for it to finish sorting before we disappear and head off, because it could break the system. And I also forgot, this one here is for my shulkers that are already shulkered up. We won't put that in, but I just want to run a quick test. So we've got 3 empty, 3 partial, and 3 full. I have taken away the redstone dust downstairs by the water streams that go up into the dropper elevators. We also have this one here. Let's make sure the system is off. It is. So if we press that button there, that one gets broken and we get a fresh one. Right, and then if we place selection in here, so we'll do 1 full, 1 empty, a partial, and another partial. And then in here we'll have 2 fulls, an empty, and a partial. And then we also have that one. Press the button like so. Now we've got them all being held underneath there. And then if we press that button, we'll turn the system on and they should start getting sorted by our shulker sorter. So if we go here, we've got 3 empties. Those are the empties. Oh yeah, they're being spat that way. I'm like, that's going the wrong way. No, it is going the right way. Right, and then here we should have 4 partials. Yep. And then 3 fulls. Excellent. Right, let's, now we've tested it, let's get that going. There we go, they're getting spat out, going up into the elevator. These ones will get spat out over there, going into that elevator. We should see, let's go up and see what's happened up there. It's, yeah, first trial run. Full shulkers, yes. Okay, 3 there, excellent. And we can see we've got our system running. There's items in the chest up the top there. We should have some empty shulkers come in here. I believe that is correct, although they're probably in, what do you call it, backed up, whilst each of the sorters get, each of the shulkers get done. We could just check it in there. Or is it in this one? Oh yeah, there's one, and we can look in there. Yeah, so we've got shulkers backed up there, and then up here we should be able to look in here, and we can see items coming in. And once that gets to a certain point, that will lock the system down here, so that no more items can get pulled out and pushed into that chest, which would then back up and break the system. So this is generally the only bottleneck is here, but I guess once I use the buttons and use the systems, it's going to work wonderfully. So that that is looking really fantastic to get this done in the episode. We were hoping to get the wood farm done today, but I think with everything that's happened and the distractions of me pulling this room together, I think we're going, no, we are going to leave that for the next episode. Always strange why those chiseled copper always are a little bit brighter. Ooh, I need to light up my lamps. But with that said, thank you very much. I'm going to hang out here whilst this sorting system does its thing, and look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!